So now we're looking at the Moodle website. I've cut off the banner so we can see this a bit better. And what we need to do is to go in and look at our syllabus. So I'm going to scroll down till we get to the second week to week 1. And you can always tell the current week of the Moodle website by these orange bars or goldenrod bars on both sides indicating the current week. This top section is called the 0 week, and there's a bunch of useful resources here for you to look at, including communication tools, the class resources. That was the Meet the Prof we talked about earlier. And then the how to navigate your website, which is the website you just looked, the YouTube video you just looked at. And then finally down here, we're going to scroll down to week 1. And in week 1, we can see the racing cheetah and the word go, and it talks about what's going to happen in week 1. But the thing I want you to pay the most attention to right now is the syllabus. So we're going to click on that to open it, and there's the syllabus for the class. Okay. The syllabus has got the section named on the left-hand side, and then the items here on the right-hand side. So the important thing to check, of course, is that we have our class name here, and the section number 0760. There's my email address. You'll find it almost on every page. And then there's my telephone number for in order to get in touch with me at my college. And we said that the best time to catch me is Mondays or Wednesdays from 8:30 until 9 or 10 o'clock. Now, this is the course description, the official description. These are the goals for the class. We talked about that right at the very beginning, to give you the skills you need to be successful in an online class and have some fun while you learn some computer skills and some soft skills. These are the official goals of the class, and we will accomplish those. And then we have some student learning outcomes that we're required to put down. But then this next section is kind of important, the expectations. You know, in an online class, you're expected to be self-motivated. I'm going to be coaching you through this process, but you need to get yourself up, log in on a regular basis, and keep up with the class. This is also a hands-on class. It's not one that you can just read about. You actually have to get in there and play and do the assignments that you're required to do. It's worthwhile noting that this is only a 1-unit class. However, it's going to take you, because we've compressed the schedule from normally 18 weeks down to just 5, it's going to take you between 5 and 7 hours a week to do all the work and the assignments. It's very important that you allocate this time. If you don't have the time, don't take this class now. We want you to be successful, but it does take time. Now, this is the first week of the class. We've got a lot to do, and you need to make sure you've logged in and accomplish all the stuff that you need to do this first week. Remember, every week you need to log in about 2 or 3 times a week to keep up with every online class. That's just a good rule of thumb. Please remember it. Try to log in between 2 and 3 times a week. The next section is called office hours. I maintain virtual office hours, those same times I told you about that you can call me. And we'll talk more about the virtual office hours in a few minutes. Next thing to do is the next section is called Notify Me. What I want you to do is, if there's a problem, if you can't keep up with the class, if there's some kind of family emergency, rather than just quit showing up and starting to fall behind, call me or email me so that we can somehow or other work out a transition so you can catch back up. I really want you to be successful in this class, and I know you do too. And I understand that things happen, and we can work around that, but you've got to let me know so that I can work with you. If for some reason or other you do have to drop the class, please do so. I don't exclude students. So if you don't want to continue, make sure before any penalties are applied, which are very early because this is only a 5-week class, that you drop the class. You can do that online or in person in the admissions office. Let's talk about the text next. I have a picture on the syllabus of the front cover of the text. It's a small paperback book. It only has 6 chapters to it. And I've listed the name of the book, the author, and the ISBN number. We're going to show you the class news in a few minutes. And in the class news, I posted an announcement about the book There apparently was some kind of mix-up, and it didn't get in the bookstore when it should have, so I've provided you with some online links so you can order it online. You're going to need the book next week by Wednesday. You're going to need the book by next week, Wednesday. Okay, for materials needed, basically it's all you need is a computer, and you don't have to have your own computer. You can just need to have access to a computer that you can put in your 3 to 7 hours a week of work. And you're going to need it to be reliable and running for the next 5 weeks. You're also going to need good internet access on that computer. Dial-up works okay. DSL or cable is best, but it must be reliable. That's the key thing. You've got to have it reliable. On the computer you use, it has to have some plugins. They usually do. It's not something you have to do by yourself. They're usually there, but you're going to need Adobe Acrobat Reader. You're going to need QuickTime. You're going to need to have JavaScript enabled, and you're going to need the ability to send and receive email. Now, this is a credit, no credit class. That means that at the end of the period of time, you will either get credit for the class or none. There's no grades applied. However, in order for us to keep score and for you to get used to having grades posted on a website so you'll know how to read them and check to see that they've been posted and that sort of stuff, we're going to apply a 1,000-point grading system. But remember, this is only to keep score. We don't give you a grade at the end of the class, only credit or no credit. However, it is important to note that you're going to have to earn 700 points or more out of the 1,000 in order to get credit for the class. Basically, a C or better. The grades are posted on the website. We'll learn how to do that as we go through the course. You're not expected to know how to find them right now, but you'll soon learn, and it's fun. That's one of the advantages of this kind of course. You can check your grades at any time. And then there's a tentative schedule down here at the bottom for the class. Be aware that this may change because I'm adapting and refining this course as we go along. So we've covered the schedule. The next step is to go to the syllabus.